this truck is my church. It's my it's my place where I can like connect with people. I have peace in my vehicle. And I get to have people with different opinions in this vehicle to have conversations with. And the amount of times I've had people with different opinions respond to what I have to say, go, damn, I never really thought about things that way. And that's what you need. You can't do it online, because if you do it online, guess what happens? People just fight. That's all they do. It's all division. So you can't connect through, you can inspire people through videos or conversations online. It can happen. But the true connection comes here.
Exactly.
Your energy, my energy, we're all created of energy. Positive, negative, we're all created of, you think about it, our brain, have you ever been like, kind of like felt like an electric shock without being shocked by anything in your body? Like you're like, damn, like, why did I? That's our body. We conduct electricity in our body. Our nerves shoot, like all that kind of stuff. Our brain function is the same thing. What if our brain is kind of like an electricity? It really is. Our heart, we are a computer. We're operating. There's electricity up here. There's something, there's a power in our brain that it can only grow. We can only connect and find out the things we need to find out as human beings through each other. You can't do it. I can't do it by myself. You know what I mean? My brain function is not going to get stronger by itself. I can try, but the only way I truly feel for our brain function to get past 10%, 15%, 20%, to 30%, to 40%, to finally get to a point to where we could use most of our brain function. But what if at some point we get to that point and we find out we can teleport, we can lift people up out of the ground, we can, what if we can do that shit? What if we are capable of superhuman strength? What if?
That's possible.
It is possible.
I don't believe that's possible.
What if we are superhumans? What if we are superheroes? The stories of superheroes are at least one point in our lives possibly what we were or could have been. You know what I mean? You think about it like a million years ago. What if aliens are us? What if whatever occupied this planet a million years ago, because science says the planet and universe is billions of years old, billions and billions of years, but we don't even know how old. We can guesstimate, but we don't know. We don't truly know the capability of what God or Jesus is. We don't know the capability of human beings. We don't know shit. But we can only get there by having these conversations. When we start firing on all the same cylinders and our energy matches, and that's when you really truly have that connection with somebody. Can't do it through social media. I can share this video. People will hear this video. Hopefully it'll help. But they're not going to truly understand what we just talked about, because they can't feel it. And that's one thing that people need to start understanding. We have to get off these things. We have to get off our phones. We have to, as much as I love them and I think technology is great, we're allowing it to have us fall behind. We're using it you look at it, every brand new car out there has a new function to keep it safer on the road, right? But why do we have more accidents every single day? Why are there more car accidents? Why are there more fatalities? Why are there more, think about it. We are taking the responsibility away from people. You know what I mean? When you take responsibility away from people, then just chaos happens. And that's what we keep on doing. We keep on taking responsibility away from people every day. And it's and I do it myself too. I need to take more responsibility for my actions. Everything that happens in my life literally is probably because of a choice that I've made, 100%. But guess what? I get to make that choice to get out of that shit. So does anyone else. But yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, I really feel like these conversations I have need to be shared on YouTube. And I really truly feel that it will build bridges between divisional gaps within human beings. And one person leads to two people, 2 leads to 4 leads to 10 leads to, it cascades, it waterfalls, it happens. I know, because like I said, with the Where's Our Children movement, the Save Our Children movement, I went from one idea, say I came up with the idea today, and a month later I was responsible for, at one point, it was me and the group of people that I was working with, we were responsible for 50 different cities across the world. Literally, during the pandemic too, talking to different countries and cities and leaders, and man, I was on the phone once a week with the leaders of the Brown Beret. Yeah. Black Panther Party 2. The Proud Boys, which aren't a hurtful organization either. When I talked to the Brown Berets literally told me welcome to the fight, man. Where you been? we've been doing this 70 years. I'm like, shit, man, I didn't know.
Right.
Didn't know. I just assumed that the Brown Berets, the Black Panthers, all these groups, the KKK, I thought there was nothing but hate. But there's love, too. Everyone has love. Everyone has compassion. Everyone can change.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I need to get to California because I want to reach out to the leader of the Brown Berets. He invited me out to a barbecue one day.
Nice. Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah, man. Like, I ain't scared of people.
Right, exactly. People are just people.
People are just people.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go have a barbecue. Let's go have fun. Let's go enjoy, let's build these bridges so other people can see that people with quote unquote differences aren't different.
Yeah.
Dewey Humboldt. I feel like we're going to drive into some snow at some point when it comes up here in a little bit.
No, 100% we are.
I see these rain clouds, but they're like, oh, those kind of look like snow clouds.
Yeah, I already know I'm gonna get sick, man.
Load up on vitamin C.
Yeah, for sure.
Garlic. Tons and tons of garlic. 100% garlic.
Tea, soup.
Yep. Load your body up, you know.
Claritin,
Yep.
all that. Ibuprofen, I already got all that stuff ready, man.
But start doing it once you get up to your spot, and then just start taking a couple of vitamins and hydrate. Drink lots of fluid. But yeah, I do the same thing. My body goes through those transitions all the time too. It's like when you go from hot to cold or damp to snow or whatever. Yeah, I get sick really quick. Drains my energy. But yeah, I want to create this podcast. I have so many plans that I want to do, but
I thought the podcast would be a very, very great start, man.
And since Lyft and Uber has taken so much money, it's kind of hard to stay on the road. But if I can find ways to do this, save you a few bucks and then make me a few extra bucks, it gives me this opportunity to continue to grow my platform. I haven't shared any conversations really yet. I haven't really recorded any yet. I don't know why I'm scared to.
Do you think people will be like, no, that's weird?
No, I don't think so. I think some people don't want their conversation recorded.
Man.
You know what I mean? Like, but if I don't say your name, if I don't show your face or anything like that, then, but I will say, hey guys, like I'll ask you right now, like, are you okay with me posting this?
For me, I don't. You can show my face or anything.
Okay, cool.
I do not care. I mean,
so we're gonna watch this. It's my boy right here. This is Lieutenant. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
So how'd you get Lieutenant? Tell me about Lieutenant.
All right, so Lieutenant, it's kind of a crazy story. So my mom's dad, so my grandpa.
Okay.
His first name was Lieutenant.
Okay.
His middle name was Boss, and his last name was Clark. So it was Lieutenant Boss Clark. That's his full name. And he wasn't in the military or anything. So my mom just decided to put that as my middle name. But I go by that as my first name because John is my actual first name.
Okay.
But I don't think that fits me.
I dig the Lieutenant. Yeah, when you said Lieutenant, I was like, I kind of like that. That's kind of cool.
And so everybody that I know calls me Lieutenant. So I'm just used to presenting myself as Lieutenant now. So.
All right, I like it.
And my grandpa, he passed away. I never got to meet him. So I'm gonna live in his name. So
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Well, Lieutenant to Lieutenant. I like that.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing there, car? This is pretty right here. Holy cow.
And you don't get kind of nervous driving up here? This is a high-ass elevation.
Why would I get nervous?
I don't know. It's just
it's just elevation?
Me personally, I don't think I could do this.
Driving?
Driving up here to Flagstaff, at least for a while.
Man, it ain't bad.
Because I have a car and everything. My mom just doesn't want me driving up here because she's worried. And she scares me when she gets worried. I get worried. It's like, come on, Mom, so it's just some other instinct.
I mean, let's just say I've been driving a vehicle. Like my dad taught me how to drive when I was like 7 years old. Like literally, like I've been driving for quite a while. I've driven millions of miles in my lifetime. I'm very comfortable driving. Very comfortable being on the road. Like, I'd much rather me be on the road than somebody else be on the road. Because I know my driving skills are better than most people's. I'll be 100% honest. I think my driving skills are better than 99.9% of the people out there.
I mean, if you start driving 7 miles, I'll agree too.
And so, you know, I've been all over the country. I've seen different cities and how people, you know, drive, you know, different parts of the country and world. People drive differently. Like, you just have to be very aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
I'm always checking my blind spots. I'm always checking everything. You know, I had someone not too long ago, like, literally, like, paying attention to me when I'm driving. They're sitting back there, and they're like, you look everywhere, don't you? And I go, I'm aware of everywhere. Like, literally, I can see my hand back here. I have peripheral vision, like a crazy, like a professional athlete. Like, I can see everywhere. And so, like, luckily, I haven't been in any, like, accidents or anything like that. You know, the closest thing I've had people bump into me once, you know, slam in the back of me. The other day I had a kid hit me on his bicycle while I was pulling out of a gas station. He was on the side, we ran right into the side of it. And so that's the closest I've gotten to, like, any kind of accident.
I actually got hit by a car in the summer.
Damn.
It was July. It was like July 25th, something like that. Like, I was walking in a crosswalk. Like, I was coming from the gym. And then my sister had the car, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna let you guys take the car, because she was on road actually. That's what she was doing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, go ahead. I was just like, what's it called? The gym was literally like 2 minutes away, so I was like, cool, I can walk there. So I crossed the street, when coming back from the gym, I crossed the street and I saw the crosswalk, and then this lady comes and just hits me hard.
Damn.
I flew over her hood, tumbled, and everything. I hit my head hard on the ground. And
You're lucky, man.
You know, I really am lucky, because this happened just in July. And, like, my knee is still bruised, it's still, like, sort of there, but I've been taking therapy and stuff. But like I said, I'm not gonna let that interfere with my gym stuff.
No.
I'm gonna get treated before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, take care of your injury first, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Shit. I wonder if she was on the phone or something.
No, she was like a 70-year-old lady.
Oh, okay.
And she
Damn.
told me, she was like, I'm sorry, mijo, I got confused and I didn't press the brakes. And I don't know, you slipped on the gas a little extra hard. But I mean, like, a person like me, she was crying and everything. Like,
Of course, I mean,
she was so scared, and I was scared too. But like, I told her, I was like, listen, it's okay. Like,
I can see you giving her a hug.
yeah.
Did you give her a hug?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I was like, it's okay. Like I'm fine. Like just like we're good, you know. But like, I just felt bad for her, like driving back home. Like, 'cause I don't know how she felt, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure she was shook. I mean,
Yeah, no, honestly.
she's got some PTSD going on. That's for sure.
Yeah, and then my mom, my brothers, and like all my friends, they're like, why don't you like take her to court so like get your money's worth? I was like, come on, man. She's a 7-year-old lady. She didn't. I used to have a big heart, you know. Like I like just be grateful I'm alive, you know. I could be like in ICU for God.
And here's the thing: even if you do sue, there's no guarantee she's got money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's just like unless you're not dying or something like that, I can understand not doing it. As a kid, I was riding my bicycle in my hometown on the sidewalk, flying. I mean, I was flying. I wasn't paying attention to cars coming out. Car pulls out. Boom! I don't even know how many times I flipped over that car, but I hit hard. I couldn't, like, I was obviously in shock for a little bit, but once things started settling, I was really sore, like, for like a week. I think I was,
that's how I was.
yeah, I was like junior high. I think it was like 7th grade, 8th grade. I was riding my bicycle back from a girl's house that I just made out with. Like, I had a crush on her, and she was interested in another guy too. So she's like, I want to make out with you to see if, like, because this can help make my decision.
Did it? Okay.
No,
Oh.
she went with him, but I guarantee you my kiss was better than. But it was still. I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, that was the greatest thing ever. I'm like.
No, I mean, it was your crush.
A win's a win. Yeah, you know? A win is a win. So I'm like, it felt like I was going like 50 miles an hour on that sidewalk, pedaling as fast as I could go. I'm like, woo! And then next thing I know, this high schooler pulls out, much older, a little bit older than me, and I'm sure I probably know who he is now. But he was driving like a Trans Am or something like that, pulled out, and I just completely hit it. It was his fault. But I was riding so fast, I was like, it's kind of my fault too. And, you know, I wasn't going to, like, I didn't turn anything into insurance or anything like that.
And besides, like, it takes too long to go through all that process, information, all that. I just wasn't with it, man. I'm grateful I'm alive. That's all I'm grateful for. I don't care. Like, I don't care about the money. The money's not going to make it. It's not going to make me feel good about it, you know?
Yeah. I felt bad, like, the kid that hit me, just about a month ago, I still feel bad, but it wasn't, to me, it's not my fault. I stand by like what happened, like, but it's so funny. It's like, it's not funny, but he'll text me or whatever. Like, he's got my number, so I'm not gonna respond much anymore because it's like there's nothing I can do. Like, but he literally was like, "Oh, this is the guy you ran over." I'm going, "Well, first off, I didn't run you over. Like, you slammed in my truck, but let's not get into that." I'm like, I am not gonna tell you that I committed. You know, it was my fault. You know, just in case for law or whatever. But like I was already pulled out. I was already like in the process of like my nose of my truck was already in the road, and this kid is just like, boom, and I'm like, and as like he hit, I was pulling out even further, and so he was lucky I didn't run him over. And I was lucky I didn't run him over. Like, that would have been horrible. Like, and I felt so horrible. But he was, you know, needed to go see a chiropractor, and I had an extra chiropractic visit on my Groupon thing. I sent it to him. I don't know if he used it or not. I hope he did.
That's what I need. I need a chiropractor.
Yeah, go to a chiropractor. Chiropractors always help out.
Like, I got insurance and everything. Everything's paid for, but I just need to get there.
Chiropractor, acupuncture is always a good thing too.
Yeah, cause my back needs to be cracked.
But yeah, if you can find a good chiropractor can be a very essential way to having a healthier body for sure.
It's just about looking for the right one.
Some chiropractors are not very good. They're more harmful than good, but there are very good chiropractors out there that can help you. I've watched people unable to walk from being basically crippled to going into a chiropractor, and like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later from going in there, and then all of a sudden being able to walk. Like, it just, you have to set your body into the right spots. You know, if your neck is off a little bit, your back's going to be off, then your lower back's going to be off. Like, if you're not in line 100%, your body is adjusting to compensate. And so, you know, I drive a lot, so my back and legs and everything like that, like, I'm trying to find ways to not work as much because it does take a toll on the body. But you got to take care of that body too. So, glad you're going to the gym.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But don't overdo it.
I mean,
Don't overdo it.
I know. It's kind of hard though, because going to the gym, I mean, that's when it's coming.
That's one place that I can 100% honestly say that I hate going to.
The gym?
I hate the gyms.
Yeah.
I hate gyms. I do. I literally, my entire life being an athlete, I really never spent any time in the gym. I was all natural. Like, I'd go do push-ups, crunches, I'd do lunges,
That's a good thing.
you know, like, maybe I'd use free weights for like from whatever jumping things or whatever. Like, I've always done natural type of stuff.
But like, me going to the gym is like my happy place.
That's good.
Yeah. It's actually today, it's been a year since I started working out.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
A full year, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So,
Golf course is my happy place.
see, yeah, we all have our own,
yeah.
you know, things.
Hockey is my original happy place, but since I can't play all the time, you know, my body's too.
Mine was basketball first, but I changed it to the gym. But I still play basketball on the side. Don't get it messed up. I can still go crazy.
If I hit the gym and started doing whatever in the gym, I guarantee it, man. I could do some damage.
Bro, I mean, you already have a physique. I can tell.
I literally, if I could be a bodybuilder if I wanted to, I could be like, I'm an athlete. I know.
Yeah.
I've always been an athlete. I'm still to this day, I still think I'm a good enough athlete. If I was able to have the money and train enough, I might not be able to play professional hockey or this or this or this for a long period of time, but I know I can compete with certain athletes. I can fit in at least. Like, I've played against professional athletes in many different sports at different times in my life. Even when I wasn't in this shape or even good shape, I still had professional athletes go, "Damn, dude." like, how'd you do that? I go, don't let my fatness like fool you, because, you know, before I moved out here about a year ago, I was like 250. I'm about 202 now. Man,
before I started working out, I weighed 90 pounds.
Damn.
I was skinny as fuck. I was just straight bone. Now I weigh 140.
There you go.
So,
all right, you're getting back up there.
Yeah.
I can see you getting up to the 160s, 170s.
That's the goal by summer. That's the goal, man.
Just, you got to find the right meal plan for you.
That's it, man.
Everybody's body's different.
Yeah, so I'm trying everything, you know, to see what works and what doesn't work.
What I would recommend, since you have health insurance, I would go get a allergen test for your food. Find out what stuff is harming your body and what stuff isn't harming your body.
You said allergen test?
An allergen test, yeah, an allergy test for food. There's a food allergy test that you can take, and I don't know if insurance covers it, but I think it's like a couple $100. You can get it on Amazon, I think too. But
so I have to go to the doctor for that?
You could go to a doctor. I don't know. Just look up. Just look it up. I got to do the same thing, but like everybody's body's going to be different. You and I could eat the same things. We could do the same workouts, and you're going to get better results than I would, or I'm going to get better results than you are. We're all different, and so you have to feed your body different things because like. All of our chemical imbalances, our chemicals in our bodies are different. You know, if I take a medication that saves my life, it could kill you. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. And so the same thing with food. You know what I mean? Why do different people have different allergies to different foods? It's because we're all...
See, I even have a memory. It says, day one of progress a year ago today on Snapchat.
Oh, okay. Dude, that's awesome, man. Oh, we got snow. I see snow.
Yeah, there it is.
There's snow on the cap.